Hey everybody out there in the YouTube modeling community, this is Brew Crew over at the Cruisin' and Styrene Custom Shop. Just bringing you an update on the Handy Andy build, the Ford 56 Ford F100. Haven't got a lot done since the last update, but I did get some done and had a small setback. Basically what we got done was just some touch up and some detailing. We got the grill done. I don't know how well you'll see it. Got some detailing on it. I added the turn signals, and then we put the side plates on the hood. And I didn't really like the brightness of the chrome, so I just went over with the silver Sharpie. Kind of tone it down a little bit. I like the way it looks. Got the chassis all together. Then I ran into an issue with the rear axle not lining up with the bed. The wheels were too far forward, and as I looked at it, couldn't quite figure out why it was sitting that way. So I took the bed off, started looking at it again, and ended up having the leaf springs on backwards. So I popped them loose, cleaned them up, put them back on, put it all back together, set the bed back on there, and the wheels were still too forward, about 1/4 of an inch. On the rear end, the front end looks good. If you look at it, the front end lines up good. But couldn't figure out why it was sitting that way. I mean, it's set level on the table and everything. But then I got to looking at it, and I happened to glance over at the box, and I noticed that the wheel wells on the box, they're, whoops, went the wrong way. They're straight across. I don't know if you can see it on the box, but, and mine had an angle to them. I had put the fenders on backwards, and so I had to pop them off and turn them around, and when I did, it messed the paint up, so I had to have to repaint it. I got it back in primer. I'm going to repaint it today. But yeah, we had a little setback there, but overall it looks pretty good. It's come along really good. Got the chassis done. Now it took me a couple times to get it done, but I don't have the wheels glued on, so we'll try and show you a little bit here. Oops, sorry about this. It's early Saturday morning, so we got the seat sitting in there, got the gas tank in, and got everything plumbed up. There it goes. Exhaust on and everything, but I got to, like I said, I got to repaint the bed and get it back in shape. That was my mistake. Guess I didn't really pay attention when I put the fenders on that it was backwards, and so we'll get that done, and probably the next update it'll be the final. We'll get this chapter closed on the Handy Andy build, and go on to whatever's going to be next on the bench, whether it's going to be the second chapter or what, I don't know yet. Now the thing with this build is, and a lot of my builds you'll find, is there's some connection to him with me somehow. Now, I knew a handyman back when I was a kid. His name wasn't Andy, but it was Dollinger. And that's kind of where the inspiration and the idea came from for this build. As he drove around, and it wasn't a 56, it was a late, mid to late 60s truck he had when I was a kid. But I can remember going with him a few times when he went and picked up stuff. He was a handyman, but more of a, what we called him, a junk man. But he'd go around and he'd help working on things, and then he did a lot of scrapping. So that's where the idea came from, and the inspiration for the build actually come from. And a lot of the builds I'll do will be connected to me somehow, either cars that I've owned, or cars that I wanted to own, or cars that somebody else owned that I really liked. And you'll see that throughout my builds as I progress. But yeah, that's where the idea came from. And this one's come along. You know, I don't work very fast, so it's slow build, but we'll get there. And hope you're all enjoying the videos. I want to thank all my subscribers and all the comments and everything, and all the great videos that are coming out. I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of great builds going on. And until next time, you be safe and keep cruising in styrene.